Everybody's learning.
Our first production.
All right.
All right.
You tell me when.
She's a new Jenny Dunn.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great time on this Saturday morning. And welcome to our first live video at Vector Quilts and Sewing Center. And I wanted to, first of all, say that please forgive us, please be kind, please be loving, because this is the first time we're doing this. And so we might have a couple of bumps in the road. There's one. Thank you very much, David, for allowing us to do this. And David is our camera guy today. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Marge Higgins, and I have been embroidering since 2008. I got my first embroidery machine because I wanted to make quilt labels, because I've been quilting for many years before that. And my original quilt labels were handwritten or done with just lettering on a regular sewing machine. The other thing I wanted to do was to make dish towels. I made dish towels out the wazoo. Everybody got dish towels. And it's probably about time to make a few more dish towels. And the other thing, my greatest thing right now, the thing that I love doing is freestanding lace. If you don't know what that is and you want to learn, send me an email at Marge, M-A-R-G-E, at vectorquilts, VECTORQUILTS.com. And I'm happy to answer all your questions. You can check out some of the samples that we have here at the store. We've done some really awesome things. We've got angels, we've got candle holders, we've got all kinds of stuff. David has also gotten in tons of designs from, oh gosh, my mind just went blank. Kimberbell, OESD, Hope Yoder, Embellish. So come on into the shop when you have a minute and check out some of our great designs. We have two more members of our embroidery team, and I'd like to introduce Lisa Dangler. So come on up, Lisa.
Okay, 6 feet away.
6 feet away.
Bump.
Bump.
Okay, I jumped into embroidery without ever having machine embroidered. I bought a 6-needle machine. So I got in fast and furious, and the first year I think I did 500 pieces. And I looked at towels. I was at Discovery, another sewing center, and I looked at towels, and I saw an embossed towel up on the wall, and I went, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous, I want to do that. So just like Marge, I wanted to do towels, so I grabbed it. But I ended up getting businesses, sororities. My husband's a real estate agent, so we got into doing lots of business logos. But anyway, I have just really enjoyed doing a lot of special order embroidery. David sent a few customers through the store to come in and want special order type where they want you to design and embroider a logo or something. So I do that, and I'm just happy to be here. I've learned a lot on my own, but I've also taken classes from Bernina and from Brother and from R&K, lots of different people, Vector, you name it. I've taken the class so that I can learn and keep improving my skills.
So that being said, we do have lots of classes here on lots of different things. We have embroidery machines, we have long arm machines, we've got sewing machines. We just did a class for Cheryl Sloboda came in. She was from Chicago, and we just did a class on fabric manipulation. So again, it's great. It's a lot of fun. The third member of our team is Jerry Robbins, and she's been embroidering many, many years. She started embroidering in about the year 2000. She does a lot of in-hoop things. She is our Kimberbell educator, and Kimberbell is a lot of sewing and embroidery together, and we got some really cool ideas, really cool designs from that. So I wanted to show you, this is a freestanding lace item. This is all thread. Okay, this is a sewing machine. Now you could do this. This is, of course, our Georgia UGA colors, but you can do it in all different kinds of colors. And at the moment, we're partially through doing one of these with glow-in-the-dark thread. We just got glow-in-the-dark thread in. Absolutely amazing, amazing. This is another one of our freestanding lace designs. This is a votive holder. And again, like I said, we're not going to do freestanding lace today, but these are some of the other designs that we can do. All right, so again, I want to say thank you to David, our fearless leader, for providing this wonderful space, providing this video for us. And a couple other reminders. When you come into the shop, remember to bring your punch card in. I meant to have one here. It's a brown card you got at the open house, or you got in the month of December. Janet, do you have one? And bring it in each month. Every month that you come in, we will punch it, And after you have 6 punches, then we're going to put it in a drawing and give it a fabulous prize.
The drawing will be the weekend of our 1-year anniversary on August the 15th.
August 15th. Okay. Great. Okay. This is the punch card, and we will show a close-up of this in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we have lost our punch card?
Then you need to find it. Because we don't have any punch cards left.
Never gotten one.
Oh, so they were given out in the month of January.
January and February.
January and February, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, the other thing is every time you come into the store this month, then Janome has scratch-off cards. So every time you come in the store, when you check out, then we will give you a scratch-off card. You can win all kinds of really cool prizes. You can win percentages off, 10%, 15% off of, Janome fee or things like that.
And there's actually, in the stack, there is one card that has a percentage off of a machine.
There is a percentage off of a machine. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. On top of that, David has got such great deals on machines right now. There's a long arm machine that he's like practically giving away. We have floor model embroidery machines that are fabulous deals. And when you buy an embroidery machine, not only do you get your embroidery machine for a fabulous deal, but you get a free kit that David is giving away, and you get some training by me or Lisa or Jerry, and so it's a lot of fun. We're going to get you started. Everything in the kit will get you started. You've got needles, you've got scissors, you've got stabilizer guide, you got thread, so you got everything to get you started.
And digitizing software.
Digitizing software, absolutely. The other thing is right now, until it's gone, the Sulky stabilizer is 50% off. Okay, we're going more towards the OESD stabilizer, Embellish, and Floriani. So we have a limited supply of Sulky stabilizer left. So now is the time to get it. So that is absolutely great. Thank you again, everybody who's here and everybody who is here at home. We're going to email you a questionnaire. Can I borrow that 1 second? The questionnaire looks like this. I'm not going to show real quick because we have information on it. But the questionnaire is going to tell us what kind of machine you have, so we know what kind of file extension you need. It's also going to tell us what your level of expertise is. And we have some people that just got an embroidery machine for the very first time and haven't even taken it out of the box. And we have some people that have been embroidering for 20 years. And that's the great thing about this club, is that we can share ideas, we can share tips and tricks and challenges and opportunities and different places to find designs and different things to do. So we're going to send that to you. If you don't get an email with your questionnaire, please send me an email at marge@vectorquilts.com, and I will get that in the mail to you. And once we get that questionnaire, then you will get once your questionnaire is sent back to us, then you will get the designs by mail. If you need help to download your designs, then give us a call, send me an email, and we'll see what we can do to help you out. You'll also get a jump drive for the beginning, and we'll put your designs on that if that is more helpful to you. Okay, so this month is all about monogramming. And what we're going to do is we're going to Monogrammed Towels. If you are online at the moment, if you would send us a comment and let us know that you're here, send us a like, send us a heart, send us something, say, hey, I'm here, my name is Tim, and I'm here, and so that we know how many people are here online. We do have quite a studio audience, and so I want to thank everybody else for being here.
We have 14 right now.
We have 14 online. All right, that's awesome. Thank you. And so when we're monogramming towels, first of all, this is a great one. This was suggested last month by somebody, and monogrammed towels, as Lisa was saying earlier to a group of people, what a great gift idea. Right now, it's time for, kids are getting ready to graduate from high school. They're going to go off to college, and what a great gift for that college graduate. What a great gift. We got, June weddings. We got weddings, and then again, we got our kitchen towels, So we're going to talk a little bit about monogramming, and the other thing I want to do is I want to thank OESD, who is our sponsor for today, and we are going to start with a PowerPoint presentation that it's going to go step by step through the monogramming process. And again, since you know, we're not going to have a whole lot of hands-on things right now, we're going to switch over to the PowerPoint presentation. So, are we ready to go?
Button on the TV.
Push the button on the
Right there
TV.
underneath the red light.
The red,
On the no. Up above. The red light on the TV.
the red light on the
There's a
TV.
button underneath it.
There's a button underneath it. I am technologically not.
Hold on 1 second. It should come on.
Okay.
There we go.
Do you want to talk?
Are we going to stop?
All right. You're good.
We're good. Okay. So I'm going to invite Lisa to come up and talk for a little bit. We're talking about embroidering towels.
Okay. Have you changed the slide? Okay. All right. Okay, there's a couple of things with towels. The main thing is you have two kinds of towels and terry cloth towels, and you hoop those differently. Today we're going to talk about terry cloth towels, which I can highly recommend the sticky stabilizer for those, because you don't want to put those in a hoop. They're too fat, they're too thick. So you would probably use sticky stabilizer. We're going to use monograms. Okay, this is a good beginner project that we're going to do today. That's okay.
The hiccups.
Very simple to stitch. This is a very simple to stitch. This is quick to complete, and it's a great gift idea, and it always fits. I buy my towels at Walmart, believe it or not, but I put a nice monogram on them, and I give them to the college kids all the time. Pillowcases for weddings. Embroidered 2 pillowcases with the initials of the bride and groom. They love it. Things like that. But anyway.
Let's do this, Lisa.
Yes, sir?
Because I don't know your cues,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move the keyboard around
Okay. Oh, so I can hit
so
it?
that you can click it.
Okay, no problem. I can come over there by you. Okay. Hiccup. Sorry. It works. Do you want to spread out the, oh, we're not going to do that yet. Show the whole alphabet. Okay.
All right, so you should be able to
Just hit the enter, return, or this.
You can
Okay.
hit the arrow.
Okay. All right. So these projects are very quick to complete, and it's a great gift idea, and it always fits. It doesn't matter. One size fits all. Towels are great. So anyway, what we're going to do is use these monograms, and lettering are suitable. You have to find the right size that can be used on towels. Today, in your student packet that you're getting today, you are going to get this actual charming letters, the entire alphabet, in caps. They are 4 inches high, 4.02 inches high, and so you need a 5x7 frame. If you don't have a 5x7, then we can probably get it adjusted down for you. But you can also use the ones on your machine. These are different designs that OESD has. I'm sure that many of you have seen designs for sale online, or you've seen the discs that have tons of lettering on them. We also have, what is that, Floriani's software that, no, don't talk about that.
No, I was
Okay.
motioning large.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah, we have Floriani software.
that does lettering.
It's called Lettering Master.
Lettering Master, and all it does is letters, right? So you can, and I put all kind of crazy stuff on things. I put 1-800, call grandma, emergency, panic button. I've done all kind of silly things for people, because you never know what people are thinking. So anyway, we also carry Isacord thread. Today we're going to use the polyester, 40 weight polyester. It's available in 423 colors, and there's no dye lots. The two kinds of threads that you use for embroidery are polyester rayon or polyester or rayon. Okay, this is looks like the rayon ran a little bit right there, laundered and bleached. I would not recommend bleaching rayon. So if you're going to do towels, I would recommend the polyester thread.
What they're saying on it is that the rayon will take and bleach out.
Uh-huh.
You can't use bleach when you're using the rayon thread.
Right. Okay, so you don't bleach rayon. So on towels, I would use the polyester thread. Rayon, there's just a little bit of difference between the two threads. I use polyester for everything. I don't even have a collection of rayon. And I'm a very practical embroiderer. Okay. Today, we're going to show you how to make a monogram beach tote. And what this is a great gift if you want to make this for somebody. you can carry over your shoulder. Your beach towel folds into the tote, and it can also hold essentials such as car keys, money, and sunblock. Okay, and you're going to get, like I said, the OESD collection Charming Letters. And I have part of one, some Charming Letters. I have this D partially stitched out because I was trying to do a towel with dangler on it. So with just the D. Okay, towels and fabric. You're going to need a large beach or bath towel. You're going to coordinate or match the hand towel with a 1.5 inch woven band of fabric. You need 2 strips of coordinating pre-washed 4 inch and the width of 1 hand towel plus 1 inch. 2 yards of webbing. Gee, can you figure out what you're going to do with this? You're going to make a real pretty border and a little thing of fabric across the towel and make it pretty. The products we're going to use, these are the OESD products. Ultra Clean and Tear is a stabilizer. And here's the thing with stabilizers. When you are when you're doing embroidery, anything that you're embroidering, I have a kind of a rule of thumb for me, and it's 8,000 stitches equals 1 stabilizer. So if I look on my machine and it says this whole design is going to be 24,000 stitches, how many layers of stabilizer do I need to have? Right, 3. So I probably put a topper. We're going to get to the toppers in a minute. And I'd probably put a regular stabilizer, but then I'd put a floater. Have you ever seen that term floater? And I've had this question a million times. What's a floater? It's a piece of stabilizer that after you get everything hooped up and in your hoop and ready to go, you stick another piece of stabilizer under, or maybe 2 pieces if you need 4, under your machine so that it stabilizes that embroidery very, very well. Tear away, usually you can just tear it away at the end, but you want to have a good foundation for your embroidery so it doesn't pucker, okay? This is going to tell you that this is a high quality medium weight tearaway. It provides excellent stabilization for medium to high count stitch embroidery designs. You use it on woven fabrics, including towels, when no permanent backing is desired. Most initial monograms, you're going to tear it off. You don't want that back, you don't want a backing on it. It easily tears away. Then on top, on terry cloth, you always use a stabilizer on top. It's a water-soluble stabilizer. This is called Wash Away Stitch H2O. So that you can pick out as much as you can after we left the stabilizer on top of our towels over here so we can show you later how to pull it off. And then you spritz it, the rest of it, to get it out of the little bitty, cracks and crevices. It keeps the stitches on top of the towel to prevent them from sinking into the pile and the loops from showing through the stitching. It's water soluble. It can be completely removed from the towel after the stitching is finished. And it has a textured surface for easy handling. You can tell the front and the back. You can, pick it up. It's not going to be so slick that you can't, mess with it. And it can be easily torn away before or after, and then you can use water to dissolve the remnants, which is really nice. What they recommend in this, I've always dunked them in water and then hung them to dry, then ironed. They recommend just get a wet paper towel, put it on top of your embroidery, hit it with an iron, boom, you're dry, you're gone, all your stabilizer's gone. So I just learned something new today, reading through these instructions. The other tools and supplies we're going to be using are a temporary adhesive spray. That's your choice. We have the 505. Is that the brand you have here?
No, we don't have any 505. We have the 404.
404?
Janet has 505.
Yes, and then there's also a KK220 or something like that.
We have some of the sulky over there.
Yeah. Sulky's good. Anyway, then you have embroidery needles. You're just going to use the 7511. Bobbin wound with OESD bobbin thread. OESD trimming scissors. And painters or drafting tape. And embroidery press cloth. I think that... I have to talk about this embroidery press cloth. I just bought the OESD embroidery press cloth. I've been using a different pressing cloth for years. And it's really thick and it's made of almost like felt. And the embroidery goes down in it, or it takes all the puckers away because the embroidery the cloth sort of molds around your embroidery so it gets all the puckers out. I was amazed at the difference in ironing with a regular old press cloth and this one. This one has almost like a loft to it, and you just stick your iron on it and it's amazing. I was so impressed with it. And so this is called Perfect. Is this the Perfect Press Cloth? It presses the puckers out of the fabrics. It prevents the textures from getting crushed. Perfect for accommodating bulky seams. You don't turn it over. Like they always say, don't put your iron on that thread. Don't put your iron on the thread. Turn it over and, you know, go from the back. I put my pressing cloth on. I'm mashing, and it crushes my texture and all my embroidery. So this you put on top of your embroidery and then stick your iron on it, and it really is different. It's easy, very easy to use and maintain, and you put it, like I said, you put it on top of your embroidery. It's 20 square inches. I might cut mine in half because it's awfully big, and I do small embroidery usually, you know, just 1 or 2 items. And this is the only pressing cloth you will ever need. So anyway, first of all, we're going to hoop the stabilizer. First, you're going to hoop 2 layers of medium tearaway in a hoop that accommodates a design of 6 by 6. And the reason they said that is because the letters are 4.02 or 4.39. Each letter has a different size. I am actually, if you have the paper out, we can pass around the letters so they can see what they're going to get. Just pass the paper around because each letter has a different size on it. Some are 4.32, some are 4. But they're all over 4 inches. So this alphabet is just really, really cool. It's whimsical. It's good for any age. So first of all, you're going to mark your center of your hoop, and you can use those little marks on the hoop. You have marks on your hoops, you know, the little arrows that you can use to mark the center. And you're going to spray the hoop stabilizer with temporary adhesive spray, or you can use sticky, 1 layer of sticky. As your embroidery for your towel. What they're saying is you're not going to hoop your towel, your terry cloth towel. You're going to lay it on top of your stabilizer. So if you have sticky stabilizer, which is what they call OESD, stick and stay or something like that. Anyway, it's a sticky stabilizer, and you can use it to have the okay, so now we went to making the towel, huh? You will get instructions for this. It's another bloop. You will get instructions for this, and we're going to talk about making the towel. But first, you're going to fold the towel in half and find the center of the towel and the lower portion of the towel. This is where you want to put the monogram. Use a low residue tape, such as painter's tape or drafting tape, to mark the towel. We actually have some OESD tape that's very handy for this. You're going to tape, if the tape is off center, okay, let's see what it says here. The tape is off center. The arrow points to the center of the towel. Areas where the design will be stitched. Okay, so you mark your center and you put it off center. I have never done that. I've always just right in the middle. But it'll make the tape easier to remove that way. Very much so. But to find your center, you just fold it both ways and you've got it. I typically will put my hoop down with the sticky stabilizer, fold my towel in half, line it up by those 2 arrows, top and bottom on that thing, mash it down good on one side, flop it over, and then mash some more, and I've got it centered perfectly. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is we're going to hoop or not. Towels can be hooped, like linen towels, kitchen towels, waffle weave towels. Yes, you can hoop those, but towels that are terry cloth are often too thick to be hooped, especially those beach towels. Ooh, I had a job one time. This lady got a new pool. She wanted Peggy's pool on those towels from Costco. And let me tell you, she wanted 1-inch letters on this thick pile. And I actually struggled with those things for weeks, practically trying to get them ready for Christmas. It was a job and a half. But anyway, you want to, this is again talking about the floating technique where you hoop the stabilizer only, you spray and you smooth the towel onto the stabilizer. But you also can put the another layer under if you need more layers. You can base the towel to the stabilizer around the inside the perimeter of the loop if you'd like. That would keep it very steady. If you feel like you need that extra layer of, let's keep it straight, then you can base it. But I personally just think the sticky works great. Okay, then you're going to place your water-soluble topping on top. This is so that your stitches don't go down into the pile. It will keep it up. Now you can place your H2O topping over the towel. You can hold it in place with pins, tape, or moistening the edges of the stabilizer. I have been known to, use my spit and just keep it, to keep it steady and where it needs to be, okay? So H2O is the most wonderful thing in the world. We're going to have this monogram, 3-letter monogram here. We're pretending we have Susan Dangler Baird, okay? Anyway, you select the letter size, the last name, and increase it to 115% on your machine. You can do all of this on your machine. You position that in the center of your hoop. Then you're going to take your first name. Always when you do monograms, and I have monogram guides that I can supply you with if you need, or some email to you. But they're online everywhere. You just put in, where do I monogram something? How do I monogram? Where do I have placement of monogram? And it will tell you that you always put your first, the last name goes in the middle, larger than the first and middle name. So this would be Susie, what's a good girl's name? Daisy. Susie Daisy Baird. This is her last name. This is her first name. This is her middle name. Okay? So you're going to put, and I do the same thing for guys, but I just do very block letters, very masculine looking letters. But anyway, or sometimes I do them all the same size. No, for men you do all the same size, excuse me. You do all the same size letters across. Okay. Anyway, you position the letter to the left and to the right, and you can use your little grid. If you have a grid on your machine or on your, where you can click the grid up, you can use that to make sure everything's straight and perfect. And once you get it all lined up and you're ready to go, you've increased and decreased this size. And a lot of this is eyeball it to a certain extent. You stitch the monogram out. You go ahead and stitch it out, and then you remove the stabilizer. And you remove the stitch 2. And that's, these people that, okay, I do quilt. I have started quilting, but I have a passion for embroidery and quilting together. So, but people that say they quilt, they love to do the binding. They love to sit and do that by hand. I love to pick. I love to pick me some embroidery. So I can have a whole pile of it, and I will sit there with my tweezers, and I will pick and pick and pick. So you're going to remove the H2O by getting the most of it away. You're going to take the remaining by laying a wet paper towel over it. That's news to me. Over to the design and press it with a warm iron, and bam, it's gone, and I don't have to re-iron the whole thing. And also on the back, you're going to take the tear away. I don't think it was on here, but it says tear away the excess stabilizer from the back. Now in these little circles right here, it'll tear away, but then right in there, I'll have to use my tweezers. Or, little bitty, anywhere there's a little corner or something, you'll have to use your tweezers to get that out. So I just love to pick some stabilizer. Okay, now on this particular project, we're going to put a fabric band on the towel. And I know all of you have seen beautiful towels made with a monogram or just a band or something, diapers with a cute fabric edge for a burp cloth, something like that. So you're going to fold the long edges to the wrong to meet in the center and press. Then you're going to fold the band over the woven band of the towel and pin in place. Fold the ends of the band under and pin. Now this is a big beach towel, so we're doing big initials and making a big tote. On a small kitchen towel, you might just put your embroidery right here on this little band before you even attach it to your towel. I will tell you, make sure that band is long so that you can move it so it's in the center, because sometimes you don't have enough on the edges to get the edges if you don't have a long piece. But you're going to fold the ends of the band under and pin it, and then you're just going to stitch the lower edge of the band, okay? So this is an actual tote bag. You're going to use strapping, I believe, to put in, and you're going to go 3 inches down from the top for your band, and you're going to cut the webbing into 2 1-yard pieces. On each end of the band, hand towel, position the ends of the webbing under the band, each one 3 inches from the side edge. So they will tell you, and you've all followed a pattern before, you know how to measure and where things go and how to do that. Okay, so creating the pocket on this, we're going to cut the webbing. We've already done that part. Okay, where's the creating the pocket? Okay, place the beach towel wrong side up. Place the hand towel face up along the upper and center it from side to side, matching the upper edges. Again, this is just follow the directions. Stitch across the center of the towel to secure it to the beach, secure that to the beach towel. And you can use painter's tape to mark the center. This is your pocket that you're going to actually fold the beach towel into when you're not using it. So you create the pocket, you fold the hand towel up and line the edge with the upper edge of the towel and pin in place. Use a walking foot, stitch the sides of the hand towel, forming a large pocket, secured to the beach towel. What is your assignment for next month? It's not going to be to make this. You just have to embroider a towel, okay? We didn't make it either. So anyway, folding the towel. You're going to lay the tote with the beach towel face up and the hand towel underneath. I think it's a great gift, though. I mean, college kids would love it. College girls would love it. And you're going to fold the sides in and then fold the towel up until it's about the same size as a hand towel pocket, and you're going to create the tote. Turn it inside out and close the towel in the pocket, form the tote. Throw your keys and everything in and you're good to go to the beach, okay? So that is the project that you will also get, but the big thing is, the exciting thing is, to me, is get the alphabet to be able to load it in and do it, okay? Alrighty, now we're going to show some examples of towels that we did do this week or in the past.
All right. Thank you very much, Lisa. I appreciate that. My voice needed a little break for a minute. So like Lisa said, the project for next month, there's another hiccup. The clip broke, so we're using a little clip here. And okay, so the project for next month, if anybody makes this beach towel bag, that would be awesome. We didn't have the time to make it this month, so what we did was we made a beach towel. Can we switch to this camera? We are switched to this camera. And not yet? Okay. So what we've done is we used the lettering from OESD and we did a monogram on a beach towel. And you'll notice there's a little bit of shiny stuff on top of here. This is the topper that Lisa spoke about. And because this particular beach towel is very, very thick, we used what's called Badge Master stabilizer on top. It's a little bit thicker than the H20 topping. The H20 topping is great for a linen towel. Okay, the topper has been removed from this mostly. There, you can see there's a little bit left in there. And again, like Lisa said, you could take a wet paper towel and put the iron on top and just touch it just a little bit, and that will remove the stabilizer. Lisa, could you hand me the terry cloth one? That's great.
This one?
Yeah, this is a lightweight terry cloth towel, and you'll see that the it's not a very high loft on there. We used a sticky stabilizer on the back, okay, which comes off very, very easily. It tears off, it's a tearaway. Every time you wash this towel, then a little bit more of the paper will come off. So it really does disappear very quickly. Am I?
No, you're good.
Am I good?
It's a delay, isn't it?
You'll see a little bit of the stabilizer remains on here.
Don't look at that arch, just talk.
Another bleep.
Delay. Yeah.
A little delay.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of the stabilizer, and this is the H20 topping on there, and it's very lightweight. Lisa, can I have that towel, please? And this one you will see. This is the lightweight stabilizer. Again, I would peel off as much as you can, and then whatever's left, go ahead and I usually run it in through a quick wash. So like Lisa said, this is a boo-boo, and what this towel was done, can anybody tell? This towel was not rotated.
Hold it up.
Hold it up.
Show it to them.
Hold it up.
These.
Yeah.
Okay,
The hardest part is getting used to show it to the camera and then
just show it to the camera and show it here. Okay, so this particular design was not rotated. So we have a dish towel and we have a sideways monster. Okay,
Yeah.
so we save all of our boo-boos, and yeah, we like our boo-boos too.
You want to show another boo-boo or no?
So sure, we can show another boo-boo.
This is one of my famous boo-boos. I was trying to do that cute V that we're getting this month in this towel. I had to reduce it a little bit because it was too big to go, 4.5. I needed about a 3-inch. And I didn't watch my machine, and guess what happened? Oh, the ruffle came up right in the middle.
The ruffle came up right in the
it
middle.
is sewed to the D. But I learned in a class at the expo yesterday how to quickly remove You never want to, I'm going to remove this whole D. I might remove the whole thing. I might try to just salvage the bottom. I don't know yet. I don't want to ruin the towel. That's the main thing, because this is a gift from my sister-in-law that I get to embroider to myself. Anyway, so what they showed us was you get a seam ripper, a knife. He's going to have the Famore knives here soon.
Yep.
It's a single blade knife, and you look at the way the stitching is going horizontal, you go vertical, and you just go right down through there, and you take all that and just run if it's a solid thing, you just keep running your little thing up and down, up and down. Don't get too close to the towel. Just do it on the stabilizer. Turn around to the front, grab your tweezers, and just start pulling, and the whole thing will just come out so fast. She undid a whole heart in like 2 seconds, and it was a thick heart, because it was a class by Cindy Loskamp. She does a lot of, I don't know if you've heard of her, but she does a lot of artsy things with this. Okay, so, and then the last thing is this embossed towel, which this was why I wanted to learn to do embroidery. Now this is embossed on a kitchen towel or a waffle weave, so it's not very puffy in the part that's supposed to puff out. But this is again is a pattern that you probably can get something similar to this from OESD. I don't know where I got that pattern, but honestly, just put it on there, and it's just cool. I mean, it looks like a very elegant towel.
You can do your own embellish.
In embellish, you can do your own embossing. Very
Right.
good.
Yes.
Very good.
So,
Yes, and I just got instructions on how to do that with that waffle weave thing. There's an actual fill that's a waffle weave, or like a netting sort of. So that's what that is. Embossing is just a netting sort of around the letter. You pull this part out. Okay.
all right. Thank you, Lisa. So, along those lines, every month we have show and tell. So anybody that comes here in person to bring your show and tell, anybody who brings a beach towel bag, I'm going to be really excited about that, because I can't wait to see it done, because I haven't done it yet. My beach towel is simply a beach towel, but I would like for you to bring in your show and tell. And everybody who brings in show and tell of a monogram of some sort, either on a dish towel, a beach bag, whatever, David is giving you a $5 gift certificate for anything in the store. So that happens every month. Last month, the show and tell for the people that were in the Wednesday Embroidery Club, which started earlier than the Saturday Club, we did name tags. And so we have a couple of name tags here. We have Lisa's name tag and we have Dawn's name tag. And this is great because we don't have to use paper name tags. We'll save our earth a little bit. And so what I would like is for everybody to embroider a name tag of some sort, and go ahead if you want to, just do a name tag in a frame, do a name tag with something on it that speaks of your personality. If you're a motorcycle rider, put a motorcycle on it. If you like flowers, put flowers on it. If you like hearts, if you like sewing machines, maybe you can embroider a sewing machine on there. So let's get creative, and I can't wait to see what everybody brings in next month. Let's see, what else did we forget here, David? I want to thank you for joining us here on Saturday. And I really would like to bring David up here to talk a little bit about some of the specials that he has. So, David, come on up. Let's hear it for David!
So, let me put this on. Is that showing me, Russ? All right. So thank y'all for coming out. I know we have a light group. We have a lot of people that decided to watch it online. It is going to be a hiccup the first few times and all, because we are tweaking everything, getting everything working right as far as the live videos and everything. And I've done live videos, so I know where to stand and everything. So, but for Marge and Lisa and Jerry and even Angie this morning, it's learning about where they have to stand and where they have to do, and us learning each other's cues when we need to switch a camera. Because I am actually switching cameras as they're talking to everybody that's watching. A couple things. We do have, the one I want to tell everybody about is we do have one floor model long arm. If you know anybody that's interested in a long arm, we actually have our Infinity floor model for sale. It has very low stitches. It's got Pro Stitcher, 26-inch throat, and the light bar, and we're selling it, the MSRP is $31.9, we're selling it for $21.9. So it's a really amazing deal, and it includes setup, installation, delivery, and training. So if you know somebody, please let them know. We're making more room for some other stuff that we have coming in. Embroidery machines, I can't give prices online or over the phone, so you do have to come in. But we do have some really, really awesome deals on the embroidery machines right now. We have several floor models that we're getting ready to put on a really good deal. Store hours. We have changed our hours temporarily, just while everything is going on here in this country. Tuesday through Friday, we're doing 10 to 3 instead of 10 to 5. And then Saturdays, we're doing 10 to 4. That just allows us to keep the overhead down, and we're not seeing a lot of people coming in after 3 o'clock anyway. So that allows me to be able to work on this other stuff that we're working on for you, because we've got a lot of new things coming, a lot of new classes, and we're actually going forward. Every single class now will be available in store and online. So if you are at home and you're like, all right, I've got a cold, or I've got whatever, I can't get out, but I want to learn something, and I sign up for this class, you can take it online. And you can actually ask questions. We're setting up everything so that the teachers can actually see the questions as you're asking them, so they can answer those questions. If you've seen my live videos, you've seen how I do this. I'm answering questions as I go along. Didn't have time in the past 24 hours to get all that set up. We do have, like Marge said, we have the Sulky Stabilizer 50% off. We do have Kimberbell tea towels over there. There's Kimberbell tea towels and Kimberbell aprons over there that you can purchase to embroider on. So I want to thank,
We'll have lots of time at home now, and sewers and quilters are the ones that have the most things to do at home. They're not going to be bored in front of the TV.
Yeah. So there are, and I appreciate everybody's support, appreciate everybody coming out, and then we want to continue to do everything we can to keep y'all safe and our staff and us safe. So that's why we're doing all the online stuff and all, so that people can keep themselves safe and they can feel comfortable. And we're going to continue that going forward with all the classes. So I'm going to give you back to Marge for a moment. And I just want to thank y'all again for coming out, and thank you for all your support.
All right, so remember, if you have any questions, I didn't get a chance to answer questions that were sent in online, so go ahead and email them to me at marge@vectorquilts.com, and remember to bring your show and tell in, and you'll get a $5 gift certificate for anything in the store. So thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Have a good day.